Right, hi fellas, and here we are again. Just another update from my layout. I have to say they're fairly spaced out, my or apart, my updates, mainly because I don't get a lot of time down here, but also because I'm not completely familiar with videoing things and putting them on YouTube, and I find it a bit daunting, to be fair, but no doubt we'll muddle through and get it sorted and learn another skill. That's one thing about this hobby, is you certainly have to learn a lot. It's not just about the railway itself. It's all the other bits and pieces that go along with it, the scenics, the modelling, the electrics. My layout's digital, so the wiring's relatively straightforward. Analog just completely confuses me altogether. But hey ho. Right, well, this is the end you've all seen before. And my last update, I think I was talking about the this bit here, which is over the tunnel, which I've done. You can see the lines there, which is where the removable bit sits. I've only just put some scatter over it at the moment, painted it, scattered it. Obviously there's a lot more to do here. There's going to be quite a few trees on there, and bushes which will hide those lines, and you won't see that, a bit like the ones over on this removable section here. So yeah, you shouldn't see that. Just doing a little bit of work here. This piece is removable, as you know, and next to that I've put the road subsurface in. This is just mount board card. What I do then is to cover that, which is what I've done on this road up through here, with some of that thin black foam, and then I just keep painting that with various shades of grey, which gives me my road surface. So yeah, we're having the level crossing here. All this is just loosely placed at the moment, just to work out how far apart, etc., they need to go. I've done absolutely nothing here. Just tidied it up a bit. Still not sure. I have downloaded some of the scale scenes workshops and industrial buildings, which I'm going to have a go at making. I'm quite fascinated with the scale scene stuff. These are the row of cottages, and as you can see, I was this end here. Don't have a tripod for this camera yet, so well, this was as printed out to the N gauge scale, which, to be honest, I think is a tad small, especially compared with some of the Metcalf buildings that I've got, and I know they are the opposite. You know, they are a bit big. So what I ended up doing was I built one which I mean, it's still really nice. It's still perfectly serviceable. But then the next one I increased on the printer. When I printed it, it increased it by 10%, and so I've got a little bit bigger one there. Exactly the same cottage, it's just everything's a little bit bigger. I don't think it makes it stand out or anything like that. I think it fits in perfectly well. Right, well, this is where a lot of the work has been going on. The back scene is all in. Slight problem here with the line where it joins, because it didn't actually match up. So I just had to tweak that a little bit with some subtle painting, and I mean, you can still, if you look, I know it's there, but once I've got the scenery and what have you in front of it, I don't think you know, you'll be looking at that rather than the back scene, hopefully. So we've done the little canal tunnel mouth in there. There's some work obviously over there that still needs to be done. I've given the canal a couple of coats of yacht varnish just to protect it really at the moment. It's going to have loads more to give it the look of water, but I just wanted to protect the base layer, you know, while I was plastering all this side here, which I've done this bit here, as you can see. Made a slight, I was in a rush as usual, and didn't bother covering up this branch line. Sadly, I mean, it hasn't been ballasted yet, which is another thing, but it's got loads of plaster all over it, so I'm going to have to clean all that, which is a pain. So, lesson learned, before I did the rest of it, I put down masking tape all over it. So that goes all the way along the back there now. In this corner, as you probably remember from one of my first video, I've got this retaining wall here. It's going to come round the corner, and this is sort of loose at the moment, and I'm just waiting now for this is Metcalf retaining wall. So I just ordered one of their sloping retaining walls, which will come down here. So all of that can't be finished until I've got that in place. I ran out of plaster bandage way back over there, but plaster Paris and an old pair of pyjamas, not mine. I just mix this up, quite runny, soak these in water, chuck them in, and this is what you get. It's rock hard and cheap, and that's an idea I got from one of Alan Plum's videos a long time ago now, and I thought I'll give it a go, and it worked. So thanks, Alan. Here I haven't got the station building out because obviously all the masking tape's in the way, but on this side I've just built this platform here. There will be a footbridge to link them, but I needed to put this here so that I could mark around it, because between the fascia here, down here, will be some raised ground. As you can see, there's a lip between the baseboard and the edge of the fascia, and I'm just going to fill that with some ground just to make it a little bit more interesting. That's pretty much where I've got to at the moment. Good yard here. It's not really it's a good shed here, and a couple of sidings for carriages and the engine shed, etc., and a refueling probably down here, but I don't know yet. But what I have decided is, for a couple of reasons really, which I'll come to in a minute, is to chop this line here. Obviously this is a right hand point, and I'm going to have a left hand point, which again is on order, but that will come out a branch here, and it will come down here, where it will branch out pretty much where my workbench is at the moment. And when the railway's finished, I won't need the workbench. Even now, a lot of the work I do up in my study, so because it's easier and it's most of my stuff is up there, although you wouldn't believe it looking at all the junk here. But I've probably got another 2 foot to come out, and I could probably bring that out to a good 18 inches, 2 foot from the wall. So yeah, that's just on 2 foot. So that's what I'm planning to do, and in here I will have a more substantial fiddle yard. It'll be semi-scenic because I don't just like bare track on the ground, so it'll be mostly ballasted, but that's in the future, although I'm going to get the point in and get that sorted. The other reason for it is that I want to have a programming track here. I've just bought the NCE Pro Cab, and that arrived the other week, and I haven't actually got it in at the moment because I just use this on analog, just one train at a time at the moment, just to test it. I just use the Bachmann Easy command hand controller just so I can test run it, although my engines are, well, a few of them are the old analog ones, which will need some hardwiring, but there's about 4 of them I think now which I've got, which are DCC ready, so they just need the chips put in and programmed. So but I want to get it all done first before I start playing around with that. So that's that for the future. The other thing is, I think I showed in the first video, was the little magnets I got here for uncoupling, and they were cheap, certainly cheaper than the Dapol ones, which there's one there. However, I think they look pretty ugly, and I'm not happy with the way it looks. And there's one of them along here which is quite aggressive compared to the others, and it actually does pull the little wagons. Unless you weight them, it'll pull the little wagon off and derail it. So they are going to be taken up, and I've bought some more of the Dapol ones to go in their place. And yes, you can see them, but I mean, I haven't finished this. This will be weathered, obviously, so hopefully you'll miss a lot of that when they're weathered. But yeah, there we go. Well, that's probably it at the moment. I've just painted the just a trial here. Painted the fascia. All the fascias are in up to the switch panel at the front, but that looks quite nice, and obviously I'm going to get some curtaining underneath to cover up the rubbish underneath. So that's it for now. I'll try and get this loaded up onto YouTube, and hopefully it won't be too long, and I'll do another one. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, pass the message, and we'll see you soon. Thanks now.